Hey guys, it's Rich again. We have a new series called She Breaks It, He Fixes It. And in today's edition, my wife said she broke the sink. So we're going to take a look at a bathroom sink plunger that is not operating properly and see if we can't figure out what's going on. Okay, I can feel that the plunger behind the handle is not connected and the plunger in the sink is still connected within the drain. So that's good news. Let's go ahead and empty out the cabinets. All right, taking a look under the sink, we can tell right away that rod should be connected through one of those holes on that metal connector coming down. How that came off, I don't know. But if you take a look at the top plunger when it's real loose like that, that's a good indication that's the linkage between your plunger on the faucet and down below it has come loose somewhere. So merely do what I did, empty out the cabinet and just take a look at it, and you should be able to see exactly where it has come disconnected. The rod that I'm pushing up and down right now, that's what moves your stopper to stop the sink from draining water or to drain your water. So when you push it up in that position, you're pulling the stopper down and stopping the water from draining. When you push that stopper under the sink down, it allows all the water to drain out. So what I'm doing right now for demonstration purposes is we put the plunger in the sink like we're stopping the water from draining, and we're going to attach the rod to the first hole on there to see where that lines up with opening the plunger for us. Put the first hole on the clip on the rod, then the plunger rod goes in through the hole, then the second hole on the clip. And that keeps tension on that clip and holds the rod in place. Now, testing the sink, it's not opening where I would like it to open. It's not opening full enough. So we're going to make some adjustments. The view that you have right now is the view of me pulling the plunger on the faucet up and down. And this is what it looks like underneath your sink when you're pulling your plunger up and down to open the stopper or to close the stopper. So what we're going to do is we're going to run that rod through the second hole now and see if that gives us a better adjustment and opens the stopper wide enough to allow water to drain quicker. This will be much easier for you to do as you'll be able to use both hands. I'm using one hand to do this so you can see a little bit better. I know the lighting isn't great, and I'll work on that for future videos. But using one hand slows me down a little bit. You will really have no problem getting the rod in the hole and the clip on there properly using both hands and adequate lighting. Perfect. That is operating exactly how I want it to, and it's opening at the proper distance. Now we'll clean it up as I always do, and I'm going to demonstrate how I move a Faucet Aerator. Now, Faucet Aerators are super cheap at Home Depot, Lowe's, places like that. If you want to replace it, then take it off and take it with you. That way you're assured to get the right part. But if you just want to clean it, you can soak it in vinegar overnight. I put it in vinegar for a little bit, and I took a wire brush to it because mine didn't have a lot of buildup. But if your faucet is spraying strange, it's usually because you have water deposits, mineral buildup, things like that in your faucet aerator, and changing it might make a world of difference. So I wrap a rag around the aerator before I grab it with the pliers to prevent scratching it. It's usually real cheap, like chrome or plastic, so you got to be careful with them, and don't let your wrench slide on it or your pliers slide on it. You want to grab it firmly, but you don't want to grab it too hard because it can scratch it up or bend it. All right, this bottle on the right is my wife's laundry vinegar. So I stole that because I couldn't find any other in the house. So we're going to use hers. And I'm going to put a few pumps of it in this glass and just enough to cover the parts and let them soak. If you wish to do that, I recommend soaking it overnight. Vinegar is not super strong, but it does do the job. So if you soak it long enough, it'll usually remove the water deposits. Then I take a small brush to it. So if you're already going to have your tools out and you have a simple job like this one, you may as well go the extra mile, and that's why I pulled the aerator off and gave it a little cleaning, even though it didn't need it. Listen, I sure appreciate you all watching my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe if it was helpful. And as always, I'll see you in the comments.